It's interesting, man. I definitely could say that over my life. I remember the first cell phone bill I ever got. It was for like $7,000, right? I didn't realize you couldn't just use your phone as much as you wanted. I thought I got this bitch, man. I had 100 minutes, dude. Okay. Like 100 minutes when cell phones came out. It was just enough minutes to really realize you cannot afford a cell phone, man. Every call you had to be like, hey, it was almost like you were in that movie where you have like, there's like a timer and it's going to blow up or something. So it was like every call that came in, you'd have to try and get it. Do you remember that? You used to like right at about 50 seconds, you'd be looking like, all right, man, we got to.
My first cell phone plan, I was late to the game because I had to pay for my own cell phone in high school, was unlimited. They had already moved into those type plans. It was the benefit of waiting. But yeah, I mean, my grandma was always worried about her minutes. Man, she would nights and weekends. That's what you get.
Yeah, nights and weekends, boy. They'd be like, look, man, I can't call you till after 9 p.m. So if you had a friend that was in any other time zone as a kid, you was fucked. You was not friends anymore.
Did you, before cell phones, play the collect call game? I would have to collect call to go get picked up, and
yes,
like, I'd be at the Y and it'd be like, "It's Nick, I'm done," and my grandma would come and pick me up 15 minutes later.
Yeah, man, that was awesome. That was always a good move. And the movie theater game, like they had the click over. So how if I was gonna have a girl call me back late at night, I would say, okay, at about 9:20. I'm going to call a movie theater line, because they had like a 40-minute message on there, and it was like, now showing this weekend at 7, The Bodyguard, starring Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner. Showtimes are Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. Saturday matinee, 2 p.m. and 4:30 p.m. Saturday and Sunday evening, 5, 7, and 9 p.m. Then it would be like, now showing in Theater 2. And then it would go on to the next movie, Mm-hmm. Land Before Time. Wow, this young dinosaur doesn't know what's going to occur. Starring the voices of, Lou Diamond Phillips. And it would just keep going. So it would be like a 40-minute message. So if you had that call waiting, then you could hear someone calling you the beep, and it wouldn't ring in your house.
Gotcha.
So it'd be like, all right, I'm just going to call the movie theater and hope she called. Now, sometimes your girl would fall asleep, Because bitches be resting. Everybody knows that, dude. If you go looking at 9 bitches, probably about 2 of them's resting.
So then you just heard the entire movie schedule
3 or 4 times. And then in my dreams at night, it was just the background loop. It was just me eating popcorn,
Mm-hmm.
What was his question? What was this about?
He was just kind of reiterating your sentiment about the student loans.
Yeah.
Keep dragging it out.
Yeah, keep dragging it out. That's a good, but also, yeah, the thing we forget though sometimes that, yeah, we made a deal. We did make a deal. Man, big companies do get kind of fucked. Everybody just thinks they can fuck them.
Mm-hmm. But they also fuck people every chance they get, and
that's a good point.
Probably goes unnoticed. But that doesn't mean we have to act like that also.
Right. Yeah, man, it's a real battle. God, I remember I'd send letters to Verizon. I was like, man, fuck y'all, bruh. Dude, I remember sending pictures of me, photographs of me with like this, with my hands in the air, holding my pockets out like I have no money. I owed $7,000, dude. So, and I remember this was the worst. Somebody kept calling me from Africa, bruh. And I don't know how they got my number. I don't know how Africa even got a phone at this point. Like, I didn't know they even had a phone in Africa. But they kept calling me, and I would get charged when I answered it,
Did you guys talk?
Huh?
Did you guys talk?
Yeah, sometimes, but it was so hard to know what was going on, bro. It was Africa, dude. Yeah. I mean, Africa's pretty wild, and imagine Africa on the phone.
Maybe it was that
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If Africa calls, bro, I'm not saying don't answer, bro, but, maybe, just maybe don't answer every time.
Exactly.
Good evening, good afternoon, and other times. Thanks for watching that video you just saw. I mean, it was okay. But the next video you could watch could be way better. What if you watch a video right now that changes your life? Well, you could watch this one, or watch this one. Watch this one, watch this one, watch this one. Ah!